What's going on, guys? Defcamp here. Hope you're all having a great day. I just want to make a quick video, kind of off the cusp, and just talk about something that I've had on my mind recently. So let's have a little chat, guys. Recently, I made a few videos that were very opinionated and were pertaining to the way that I would like to see Classic. And I know that there are many people out there who feel differently and have a different opinion. And I just wanted to talk about how that it is perfectly okay to have a different opinion. And it's okay if you want something different out of Classic than I want. I might not agree with it, but it's okay. You know, the thing I would like to make clear is that I feel this way about Classic, about Vanilla, you know, because I fell in love with the game so many years ago as it was. And I want to be able to play Vanilla again the way it was, because I loved it with all its imperfections, you know, with all its craziness, with all its outdated graphics, or however you look at it. That was the game I fell in love with. And, you know, it's not like the old days where you can just throw in a disc and replay it. The only legal way to replay it, is if Blizzard were to, you know, well, which they are, but once Blizzard makes Classic WoW, hopefully the way it was. But, you know, guys, I understand that many people didn't have the same experience that I did. Some people might have played Vanilla and wished that, you know, more classes were viable, or that there were some quality of life things within it, and that's okay. The fact is that Classic might not be for everybody, and that also is okay. Mark Kern said it best. I just said some of what he said, but the WoW audience is split between Vanilla WoW and new WoW fans. Making WoW Classic to appease both is near impossible. That proven market wants minimal changes to WoW. They want the original experience as much as possible. People who keep trying to convince Blizzard to veer away from that goal are never going to like it. They should stick to new WoW. And I agree with that pretty much. If you're not happy with it in its original form, most likely you're not going to be happy with it, even if there are some changes. And if you start to change it and add changes to it, it's going to become something altogether different. But the great thing is that there's a version out there of WoW that has a lot of those changes that people are asking for, and that's retail WoW. You know, they've made it more accessible, they made it more balanced, they made more classes viable, and added a lot of quality of life changes. And it's perfectly okay if that is the game for you. You know, in my opinion, I believe that there are many people who want to play Classic WoW as it was. And there were thousands upon hundreds of thousands of people who signed that petition to play Classic WoW. The fact is that many of those people fell in love with the game as it was, and to go back and change it would be a dishonor to all those who fought to have it. You know, there are a lot of people out there that just want to be able to play Classic as it was from Blizzard. Another quote from Mark Kern is, "There's no legal way for people to enjoy its earlier versions, or to see where it all came from. Unlike the old days, like I was saying earlier, they can't just boot up a floppy disk or slip in a CD-ROM. The original game is gone from the world forever, and legacy servers are the only way to preserve this vital part of gaming culture." You know, nowadays sometimes people think that just because someone has a disagreement or a differing opinion, it means that they're wrong. But that's not true. It's completely fine for you to have a differing opinion. Just because you don't see things the way I see things doesn't mean I'm going to turn around and slap you in the face or start calling you names. You know, if you see things differently than me, that's fine. But, you know, when we have differing opinions, it's important, I feel, to surround yourself sometimes with people with different opinions than your own, because it's important to see things from another side. If you continually surround yourself with like-minded people, you may have less opportunities to grow as a person and make your own judgments. And that's really the important thing. I think, you know, people should look at things both ways and make their own opinion. So I think it's very important for everyone to say what they truly think and feel. So, you know, I just wanted to say, for some of the people that get a little too defensive or a little too aggressive, that it's okay. The truth is that Classic might not be the game for you, and that's completely fine. I know there's a lot of people out there that say that retail sucks and that, you know, just because you play retail, you're an idiot or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, I played retail for a pretty damn long time, and I would say that it's probably one of the best MMOs on the market now, and there's nothing wrong with liking it. If you do, that's fine. Of course there are things wrong with it, and of course there are things wrong with vanilla. But we can't try to make classic this game where we try to fix everything that's wrong with vanilla and try to fix everything that's wrong with retail and all put that in the classic, because it's going to end up being a mess. It's going to end up not being classic WoW, and in reality probably no one will like it. You know, I've heard the argument of making a remastered version of vanilla, you know, that kind of thing. And if there were, maybe if there was an option down the line, as long as classic came out, you know, the true classic experience that I'm hoping for, as long as that was out, I would not be against the remastered version also coming out. But as long as I'm able to play a no changes classic, and as long as that's available to me, you know, I'd be all for it. But, you know, I don't know if that's going to happen. Who knows? But honestly, I would like to see, before you go and make changes to classic, whether it's quality of life, UI, graphics, any of that, before you go and make those changes or switch that toggle or whatever there's going to be or whatever you wish for there to be, at least give yourself the opportunity to play the game as it was and as it was intended to be. You know, my mom always used to say, before you add salt to your meal, just try it first. Try it as it is, because you might like it. You know, and I would say the same with vanilla. Before you go and add sprinkles to it, just give it a try first. You might like it. And yet again, you might not. But that is okay. But I believe that everyone deserves to play the game that I and so many others fell in love with. And that's the game World of Warcraft Vanilla, how it was. And again, guys, I just want to tell you, I love you guys no matter what. I want to let you know that just because you have an opinion that's different than mine, it's perfectly okay. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to call you out on it. I'm not going to call you an idiot. As long as you present your opinion in a respectful way. And, you know, I've done this with many people in the comments. They say, hey, Defcamp, or hey, Melderon, you know, I actually disagree with you, and here's why. You know, that's the way, you know, you should present yourself with your opinion, with your argument. However, you're not really going to get anywhere in life if you just go up to someone and say, hey, you're an idiot, you're wrong, and then walk away. You know, in order to grow and to learn more as a human being, you know, you should present your argument and say what you think is correct, let the other person speak, and you might walk away, you know, with a different opinion, or you might walk away even more stronger in the opinion that you already had. But either way, you're allowing yourself to grow. So I think that's very important. You know, I just want to let you guys know that I'm here for you no matter what. You know, if you don't like some of the things that I said, or if you guys didn't like some of the, you know, videos or whatever, you know, those are just my opinions. I'm sorry if I've offended you. Well, I hope I didn't offend anybody, but I'm sorry if I did. But you know, the fact is that I'm not perfect. I'm just human. I might do something that you don't like, or I might say something that you don't agree with, but don't take it personally. I'm just a guy sharing my opinions. We all have flaws, but we also have things that make us special. And instead of focusing on those flaws, I think we all need to focus on what makes you special. So, enough of that blah, you know, talk. I just want to let you guys know that I'm really excited because Melderon is actually on his way to Philadelphia. He will be here tomorrow. It sucks though because first he's got to go to some kind of conference, and then within a few days he will be free. We will be making a new episode of Super Play Brothers. We will be making a new Def Talk, and we might have something special in store for you guys. We might have some special guests, that kind of thing. We'll let you know when we get closer to it. But guys, I just want to say our community is growing closer and closer to that goal that me and my brother had, which was 1,000 subscribers. We're getting close to 800 subs now. So I just want to thank you guys, and I want to let you guys know to stay tuned because more will be coming. Until then, guys, keep on keybinding and grinding, baby. Alright, see you next time. Defcamp out.